don't know what it was about last month, but so, and the other thing I'm trying to do, which you'll be interested in, is I'm trying to figure out a way, there's a way in our system that I can actually pull the canine numbers themselves, but dispatch isn't assigning them properly right now. So as soon as they do, I'll be able to include canine deployments. I can tell you right now, the month of November, there were, I think, 2, and so far in December, we've had 3. So 5 deployments in 2 months. That's pretty substantial, believe it or not.
He was light duty last month too.
What's that? And he was,
Yeah.
that's right. And he was out half the month, 3/4 of the month on light duty.
Not the dog.
Not the dog. Dog was raring to go. Yeah, right. The dog was raring to go. Okay. So other than that, I don't have a whole lot. You know, we're still waiting on the drug cert so that the dog can be officially drug certified. That being said, under state law, there really is, and I got looking at this, there really is no actual requirement in the state of New Hampshire for your dog to actually hold a physical certification for drug work. The other night, Sean did stop a vehicle, guy known to us very well. So he called me and asked if he could run the dog around the car. I said, yeah, go ahead, run the dog around the car. And the dog had a positive hit, found methamphetamine. So that was really good. So he'll smoke his certification once we can find him. So, yeah.
Good. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Like it.
Good. Does anybody have any questions? Anything? Concerns, complaints?
And with the patrol schedules, they're just all days and times of days and switched up.
For the canine specifically?
Nope.
For everybody?
Everybody.
For everybody, yeah. So we try to run a day car and a night car every day as best we can. And then, you know, I fill in the gaps where I can when I'm not trying to get the administrative stuff done. But basically, Tyler's working all the nights and Sean's working a lot of the days into some of the nights. So, yeah, so it's pretty good coverage.
Good.
Yeah, I'm happy with it.
And I had a discussion with the sergeant yesterday about pulling together some information for potentially some kind of a review of the entire police department.
Yeah.
And noting our deficiencies relative to where we should be and coming up with a report.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping you can, and I asked Sean this, if you could come up with the company you want to do
Sure.
that and
No
then
problem.
get a proposal to us as soon as you can.
Sure.
I think that's critical in the long term because it's also going to help us identify the future need of a different police station than the one we currently have.
Right.
So, and this is just the beginning part of the process. It'll be a couple of years in the making, but this is step one.
Oh yeah, you're sometimes taking your life in your hands walking in that building back there. So I had a strip of molding fall on my head.
I understand that.
That's minor though. So,
Yep. No.
but yeah, anyways, yes, I will definitely
Okay,
get on that.
good.
Okay.
Any questions from the public to the chief, Mr. Beal?
Yes, sir.
I just have one, chief. You don't have the certification for Faro, right?
Mhm.
Does that have a negative impact, like on any kind of court decisions?
So a defense attorney will certainly try to, but the fact remains there's no requirement for the certification at all. So basically what would back that case up is training records. So Sean keeps unbelievable training records, very detailed. So, you know, it would be a little different than if your house dog was just out and smelled some drugs in a car because they were interested and didn't know what it was. He actually has all kinds of, it can say, you know, we've trained on this drug so many hours and things like that.
Okay.
So that would be enough evidence to back that up. I went through that myself a while ago. And yeah, they try, but they usually end up cleaning out to it. Is what usually happens.
Are we seeing any lower numbers now that the bad guys know that we've got a dog in town?
Well, since the dog being out on patrol is so new, the numbers are actually skyrocketing. Yeah, we're finding a lot of drugs. You know, Officer Eldridge being out there pounding the pavements, finding, I think he's had 5 or 6 methamphetamine
So
arrests.
they've always been out there, but now we're finding.
Right, see, the thing is I think that they were kind of used to Effingham being a place where it was like a safe haven. They could come here, they could mess around, they could do whatever they wanted, and there was very limited enforcement. That's changed now, so the numbers are gonna go up.
Okay.
Hopefully, we'll see a trend where they, maybe next year start to realize
It usually takes a year or two.
they can't come over here and try to,
Thanks.
so, yeah. Anything else?
We appreciated the Christmas card from Pharaoh and it's hanging in the
Oh, good.
foyer for everyone to see.
Yeah, Sean, that was-
Yeah.
Yep, very nice, very nice, thank you. Thank you.
All right, chief,
What's that?
that's it. Thank you.
All
I
right.
appreciate you coming in.
No problem, no problem.
And you're gonna stay for non-public?
Yeah, well, how much time we have before that, or should I? hang out?
About 3 minutes.
I'll just hang out.
Okay,
I'll have a seat.
good.
All right.
All right,
Yes.
I have my.
okay. Do a motion? or- Well, actually, let's hold on. We'll make a motion with non-public. All those in favor, pull back. Okay, thank you, folks. Next Tuesday is the next meeting for the month,
Have a good week.
Make a motion to approve the non-public meeting from today. Is there a second?
Second.
All in-
You're
Minutes.
approving it? We
We didn't
haven't
even
typed the
type it
minutes, just to prove
Oh,
sealing them
okay.
or not
All right.
sealing.
Not sealing,
Not
yeah.
sealing.
Not
Yeah.
sealing minutes, I'm sorry, not sealing minutes. All those in favor, full right?
Aye.
Okay, good. With the comment that Mike walked up and asked us about, he is gonna need a key to get into that property record. So,
I'd like to request a meeting with zoning and assessing before doing that.
well, it's the same type of access that they have. So it's like either they don't get the access and like he gets, or he gets the access they get. So it's one or the other. So which would you rather have? Rebecca not have access to it at all in the off hours?
There's not just land use files in
I
there, there's
understand.
all kinds of things in there.
He is an
I know.
appointee of
I know.
this board.
I believe David had a reason, in what other towns
How
do.
is he going to access the record information? I don't mind, as long as he's got access to the record information. How do we do that? I think that's the thing that. How do we do it? Because he is gonna need the access.
Okay,
He's got about 30 things that he's gonna be starting to work in January. And he's gonna need access to all those records.
and you can't come in when they're open?
Many times, no. And I understand, from a standpoint of Rebecca could be doing the same thing. It's like, hey, Rebecca, you can't access it unless you're in here when the office is open.
Mhm,
Same type of record access.
okay,
And I'm good. If
Yeah,
we
let
come
me
up
just-
with,
let
come
me
up with a
just-
solution.
yeah, I will, yeah.
We can get it. It's just
Right.
needing access to the record. How can we do it?
okay,
So,
Right.
all right. Good on that one for the time being, for
Yeah.
homework stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
thank you.
All right. That's all I have for this week.
And make a motion to adjourn.
Second that, all right,
Aye.
thank you.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Yes.